Gerald Hill.
Okay.
All right, Gerald Hill found a shell tape on the ground, and he was one of these guys that talked too quick.
Okay.
Instead of rationing it out, it was a huge one. It was plenty old, you could tell. So he was not trying to hide anything from and keep anything secret.
Okay.
And I'd like to impress upon you that nobody in the police department have anything to try to hide or cover up.
Do you mind if I call Mr. Hill and...
No, I don't care.
No.
But I told you that all about the
Yes, but
the bullets.
but I would like him to...
I'm going to explain to you again.
No.
There were no bullets found from the revolver. The bullets that were found, the shell that was found, a couple of shells found, was out of an automatic pistol. So we can tell the difference between an automatic and a revolver.
Yes.
Tippit was shot with a revolver, not with an automatic.
Yes.
And there were no shells found at the scene from a revolver.
It's strange.
Which
but
Oswald was using.
But where?
He reloaded his revolver on a corner of Patton and Jefferson. There was about 3 or 4 witnesses that were working right on the corner lot there. They heard the shooting and they looked over and they saw him run down there and they saw him reload his revolver with 6 shots in it and then run west toward the Texas Theater.
Yes.
The only shell that was found there was a couple of old shells, like I told you, that comes from an automatic pistol.
But when you
got all kinds of witnesses saw him reload his revolver.
Okay.
And we got a woman witness that saw him kill Tippit.
Okay.
She was standing on the curb at the corner of Patton and 9th and Patton, 10th and Patton, where the shooting was. She was stepping off the curb. She lived off the curb. She lived at the next corner when coming home from the grocery store. And she was afraid he was going to shoot her when he looked at her.
Mm-hmm.
And she saw him, and she was an eyewitness to the fact that he killed Tippit.
Well, when you shoot with a revolver, the shells fall on the ground.
We didn't find. He didn't unload his. He didn't unload his pistol until he ran up to the next corner.
Oh, they stayed.
The witnesses saw him reloading right there. See, so he had to unload there if he was going to reload.
The shells.
He didn't drop any shells at the scene of the shooting of Tippit.
Okay.
He ran as soon as he shot him and ran up to the next corner, which is 1 block over to Justice.
Okay, I understand.
And that's where the boys right across the street at the car lot saw him dump his bullets out and reload his gun and run west down to Texas Theater.
Mm.
And what I'm getting at is this shell that you're hearing about and you've been talking about that they found there, it had nothing to do with the killing at all. It was out of an automatic pistol, and Oswald was using a revolver.
But
a 6-shot revolver.
A policeman, Poe, P-O-E.
And the gun that he had was recovered when they arrested him at the Texas Theater. He was trying to shoot another policeman. One of the policemen slid in a row of seats with him and sliding up beside him. And 2 of them came from the front. And he saw this officer sliding down the seat, and he took hold of his pistol and fixed to shoot him. McCoy, detective, I think it's McCoy, I believe. He put the gun on him, was going to shoot him, and these 2 boys, 2 traffic officers, jumped him. While he's looking to shoot the detective, they jumped him and got him and the gun right there and took him out of there. The gun was taken from him right there, the revolver.
Mm-hmm.
And it's in the evidence, it's also in evidence. Like I told you, the Secret Service agent told me it was not a bullet hole.
Yes, sir. Very strange.
Somebody's bullet.
Mm.
And it had to come from the rear.
Mm.
The angle of the hole in the windshield had to come from the rear and up and to the rear.
But you're sure about it? It was a hole. It was a hole.
Life, I'm sure.
Yes, but the windshield has no hole in it.
It was a windshield, the left front down close to the bottom of the frame, down to the bottom of the windshield. I'd say about 3.5, 4 inches up from the metal bottom of the windshield, and about 3 or 4 inches inside the left-hand frame. And the down position from the left, from the right of the car and to the left and down, up to the left and down. The shot came from up above. Just like, well, you or anybody else could see it. If you ever looked at it, you'd know which way it's coming by just looking at it. You stick a pencil in and show you exactly where it goes.
But they destroyed the windshield.
They made a hole in it, a clean hole.
But, there is no photograph of the windshield at Parkland Hospital.
The Secret Service took charge of that car. That was the president's car, you know, the one that you haul the president out in. And they took that car. We don't know anything about it. You'd have to see Secret Service about any pictures of that whole windshield. They were in charge of the car and the president and everything. So that car was flown down here from Washington to be with the president when he got to Dallas. And the car was flown down here. They still fly it around just like they still do that. And it had a hard top on it with bulletproof glass. President Kennedy said, take it off. And so they took it off, the Secret Service took it off, and we left Buzzfield and went on the move. We left it alone, we not be here today. But it's all bulletproof. And it just sets off like a convertible on it. It's one solid piece on top, and you set it off. Bolt it back on, set it off. We wanted that taken off. So Secret Service took all that, took it back to Washington. I don't know if there's any pictures of that whole windshield or not.
But I tried to find some of them, but I don't think.
I don't think they got any pictures to have. They're not going to let anybody see them, I don't guess. Well, they will have to if Congress finally says that they want it, all of it turned loose. They're going to have to let somebody see it. If it's still going, they might have destroyed this car by now. And that's 30 years ago, you know.
Well, that's the problem.
They might have I'm sure that somewhere the Secret Service will have a picture of that car. I guarantee it's probably in their record somewhere. But if they didn't, they didn't make a complete check on it. You don't destroy something like that and never copy a picture of it. They probably got pictures of it, and if they make them open to all the files, that's what Congress said, well, it'll be available.
But you have been questioned in 1978 by the Select Committee, the House Select Committee.
Beg pardon?
In 1978, you have been questioned by the House Select Committee on Assassination, and you said that you saw a bullet hit the street.
The street, yeah, the curve.
The curve, yes. You said that, but you didn't talk about the windshield to them.
That could very well be it. One of the shots, I think, missed him completely. Coming down from up into the rear of him, one of the shots missed, I say. But the other people say, no, I'm wrong. But anyway, it either missed him altogether, or it went through him and then went into the windshield in the street.
Oh, okay. Was it the first bullet or the last bullet? Oh, okay.
Let's see, it would have been the first bullet if it missed altogether. The one that hit the curb was the first bullet.
Okay.
And there was one more that went through the president's back and down into Governor Connolly's leg. And the third one hit him in the head. You know where it went. It didn't go any place but right into his head, right? Rear of his head there. The only one that could have hit, that could have gone into the street would have been that first one. That he missed him altogether, or maybe just barely nicked his neck or something. And it went through the windshield into the concrete over there. And I still stand by that, so that's the way I saw it.
Have you seen the movie JFK?
No, I don't want to see it.
No. No.
That was made to sell, to make money on.
But it would be.
They put a lot of stuff in there. It's
Yeah.
not true. A whole lot of it's not true.
Mm.
They can't verify anything that's in that movie. They're not able to do that. They can't do it if their life depended on it. They couldn't verify the fact as fact of a lot of stuff that's in that movie. Cannot be verified.
Mm-hmm.
But the people believe anything that they put in the movies. They make billions of dollars. That movie made them more money than any other movies made in many, many years. And these guys, you've seen guys writing the book. One guy was on television holding a rifle. He said he had a rifle that's just like the one that Oswald shot, and he couldn't shoot 3 times with that rifle. Well, he did. We know he did.
Mm-hmm.
And the rifle was, we tested the rifle, and we know that it will shoot that fast. But another thing you got to remember, the 3 shots fired, they didn't start timing until the first shot rang out. So he didn't lose any time before that. In other words, you start timing as soon as you heard the first shot.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got so many seconds later, the 3rd shot.
Yes, that's it.
And we shot, in the service, we had to shoot rapid fire on the target a whole lot quicker than he shot those 3 shots. You know, that's the service. You were there in the service and had to shoot rapid fire.
Yes, I'm sure about that.
You could shoot a whole lot faster than he did.
Oh, yeah. But I'm sure there was a shot from the front.
Beg your pardon?
I am sure that there was a shot from the grassy knoll.
Well, you're wrong.
I was not there.
Right now you're wrong. There was not a shot from the front.
Anyway, I don't want
No
to.
way in hell that anybody can say that there was a shot from the front and prove it. All these injuries were from the back, and they're talking about the grassy knoll. That's about the position I was in when the shots were fired at the back, at the grassy knoll. Plus there was about 6 or 7 policemen patrolling the crowds up in there at that time. There wasn't any people went on up front. I guarantee you, I hate to see that you believe something like that, but you're way off base.
I don't want to argue with you.
There's no way that any shot could have come from the front.
But with a lot of confusion.
With what?
There was a lot of confusion. I don't know, but
3 shots, they all came from the rear. I had 4 motorcycle officers, 2 on each side at the back, by the back wheel. On each side, the left wheel and right wheel. There was no shots came from the front. Hey, you can see that in that intruder film, if you ever saw that.
Yes.
You can't see where, you can see in that there wasn't any shots coming from the front.
But anyway,
What,
it would be too long
the
to.
police department's not covering anything. We're telling it just like it happened, and all the records are open now. But we're not guilty of any cover-up. Have no reason to cover up.
I don't think so.
And,
I think.
We did. Now, you may not think. You may think we did have a cover-up. It was covered up, and a lot of people might, but we did not. I'll guarantee you.
Okay.
Had no reason.
But I think it is rather the Secret Service or the FBI who cover up something, but not the police.
The FBI and the Secret Service might have covered up, but we gave them everything we had.
Yes, I'm sure about that.
And we know how that we've been fair about it to everybody. We haven't hid anything from anybody. But I don't know about the Secret Service, the FBI. They didn't seem like they got along too good through all this thing. One against the other, you know. But we notified the FBI about him before the president come to town. We notified him about all of it. And Mr. Hostage, the FBI interviewed him 3 times before President Kennedy ever came to town. We went out to his house and talked to him 3 separate times. And still didn't do anything about it.
Why?
He tried to say that the police department didn't tell him about it. We sure did. And like I told you, he was arrested downtown or stopped downtown by the downtown traffic sergeant for putting out pamphlets in favor of Castro. And that's illegal in downtown Dallas to put out circulars of anything. You can't put out an advertising circular without a permit. And he did not have a permit, so he was stopped because he was operating up there without a permit.
Mm-hmm.
So the department told the sergeant to take all the information on him, and we went forward to the FBI. They did that, stopped him from putting out the posters, forwarded our intelligence lieutenant, forwarded all this information to the FBI. Mr. Hosty, H-O-S-T-Y,
Yes.
FBI agent, talked to him 3 times before President Kennedy came to town.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody wants to refuse that, I'll stand up against him any time in the world about that. I know what happened. The FBI Hosty says that we didn't tell him about it. I'm sure did. If they turn their records open, they'll show where those times.
But the only implication of the Dallas police is maybe in the Oswald shooting by Jack Ruby.
Beg pardon?
I think that there was a policeman who wanted to kill Oswald. Jack Ruby killed Oswald.
That's not true.
No? In the...
No Dallas policeman helped him kill. I'll tell you how he did it. He knew a bunch of news media guys came into his bar from the newspaper and the television. And to set up an alibi, he went down to the telegraph office, Western Union, and mailed some money, said he was getting a money order sent out to an old girl that used to work in his bar that he hated with a purple passion. He'd call her every dirty name in the book. He wouldn't give her 10 cents. But he went down there that day so he'd have a money order to see where he wired some money to her to show why he was down there, happened to be down there at that time. That was an alibi he set up. All right. Then he walked over to the entrance to the city hall where we had it all guarded. And our orders were, if a cameraman was up there and he had 5 crewmen in his cameraman crew, they were all to be allowed in. So he walked up there and knew the cameraman and told him that he'd just like to go in there and look at some guy that would do something like that. So they said, here, carry this. He handed him a can, you know what a round can of film looks like, right? You know, a can of film. So he said, here, carry this in. So he went in posing as part of this cameraman's crew, which we had orders to let in there. Any cameraman in his crew. So that's how he got down there. And then the reason Oswald was taken out like that is because of the news media, really. The city manager, Mr. Earl Cabell, the mayor, Chief Curry had told me that we were going to move him some morning at 2 o'clock in the morning. Nobody even know about it. Told me to get one of my men and myself and the 3 of us to go move him secretly. So when the city council, when the mayor of the city, Earl Cabell, and Elgin Crew, the city manager, heard about it, they got hold of Chief Curry and said, no, you're not going to do it that way. They said, when you move him, you're going to notify the news media so they can be in the basement with their lights and cameras all set up before you move him. Now, we sure as hell couldn't help that. I guarantee you, we would not have done it that way, but we had orders. The mayor and the city manager runs the city.
Yes.
We take orders from them.
Do you think that that he knew that Ruby would kill?
No, I don't
No?
think so.
No.
I really don't.
A coincidence?
Nobody knew. Ruby was involved with him, and they'll find it out someday. Ruby was up there, was right down there where the shooting took place in his Cadillac convertible. And I still say he was up there to get Oswald the hell out of there. He he knew Oswald. Oswald was seen at his beer joint. They'll find out someday that Ruby was involved in it. You can check the records on all that Ruby business. You'll see that his character wasn't spotless. He come out of Chicago. His name is Rubenstein, his real name. And you can check the Martin Dye's Un-American Activities Committee record in Washington, and you'll find they got straight dope on him.
Yes.
He was an undesirable character for an